Well, if you ever wanted to know what happens to your Vortex optics when you send it back for warranty work, we're going to find out today. On the table in that box is my rifle scope that belongs on that rifle behind me. That's my Browning A-Bolt 300 Winchester short mag, and in the box is a Viper PST 6x24 50 millimeter with a 30 millimeter tube. The problem I was having when I was going out to further ranges, I don't think my clicks were right. So it was 0 to 200, but when I got to 5, 6, and 700 yards, when I did the ballistic calculation for the clicks, it always seemed like I had to add too many clicks on top of what it called for. And then the next time I would go out shooting, I didn't need that many clicks. So it was never right. It never seemed like the clicks were right. So I called them up. They said, no problem, send it back to me. We'll take a look at it. It took like 4 days. It was like 4 days and it's already back. It's actually unbelievable. I don't know what's in that box. I don't know if that's my original scope. They never said what they did to it. They just said your scope is ready and it's on its way. Here's your tracking number. And in a day, it's here. So within 4 days, it's back here. So this is going to be kind of interesting to see. On top of this, on top of the rifle, you can see the rings that go here. That's the Vortex precision matched rings. So this is their most expensive rings, 30 millimeter for that scope. And the base right here that I put on here, let me show you, because I actually kept all the paperwork for it. So here's the box. There's the rings that I used to mount the scope. And the base is this company here. If you can see that. It's made for the Browning A-Bolt. So it's a Picatinny rail with the precision match rings for this scope. So when I mounted it was on. I mean, the 0 to 200 was perfect, but like I said, at further ranges, the clicks just didn't seem to match what the ballistic calculations called for. So we're gonna open this up. First of all, I wanna see if it's my scope, so let's do that real quick. But I just got this back in the mail today, so. So right here, here's a paper. Let's see what this says on here. All right. Customer information, PST 6x24, F1, it's first focal plane by 50. Inspected scope, parallax is off. Adjusted parallax to factory specifications, issue resolved. Checked all other optical and mechanical functions, no issues found. Centered and re-zeroed turrets, cleaned and purged scope with argon gas. Thank you for choosing Vortex Optics. Recommended 15 to 18 pounds of torque for mounting rings to scope body. So that's what they did. That's what they said the problem was, that the parallax was off. So I guess it's my scope. So. It's packaged pretty nice. It actually looks like it's my original box from years ago too. So they put it right back in the same box. And that's how they packaged it. So let's just see here. It actually looks like they cleaned it too. It looks pretty clean. So that's what Vortex is saying happened. And I've looked online and I've saw where a lot of people said that happens with this. This is the first generation of this PSC scope. And that was happening a lot to guys, that the MOA was off at further distances. So that they must know what they're talking about to fix this. And there's the sun shield came with it too. What else I got here? So here's their little inspection sheet that they hand out, what they did. Okay, so I'm gonna cut the video here, and when we come back, we're gonna mount this sucker back on, then we're gonna take it outside and we're gonna shoot this and get it back on 0.